it's Christina with Bubblegum Paper, and I am back with card number 4 of my 1 Kit 5 card series. If you haven't seen the previous 3 cards, I will put a link to the playlist here. For all of the cards in this series, I'm using a kit from Doodlebug Design called their Under the Sea Collection Essentials Kit. And the theme for card number 4 is love. I have all of these little stickers, and I was trying to figure out what to do with them, so I decided to make this card. Here's a close-up of what the card looks like, and let's get started. As I mentioned, I'm using the Doodlebug Design Under the Sea Collection Essentials Kit for all the cards in this video series. I'll put a link to my very first card where I walk through all the components of the kit in detail. I'm starting with the standard A2 card, and I marked down the center lines as a guide, and I'm also using this heart. Now I just took a piece of scrap paper, folded it in half, and cut a heart out of it. I was looking through all of my dies, and I have so many, and I realized I don't have large hearts. I only have like little small ones that match with stamp sets. So anyhow, I went old school style, just like we learned in elementary school on how to cut hearts, and I'm using this as a template. So I'm taking all these little stickers and the brads and all the things that come in the kit and just trying to create a heart out of them. So I'm using my paper piercer here, and I'm punching a hole to fit this flower brad. And then I'm going to go in with all these tiny stickers. So I have seashells and starfish, bubbles, and like mini fish. The mini fish are super, super cute. They have smiles on them. And I'm just placing them around. I also have, there's like sand dollars, I think, and then I also have those seashell brads. So I wanted to make sure I put the seashell brad somewhere. Initially, I thought maybe it could go on top of the sand dollar, so you see me punching a hole there. And I'm like playing with this a lot because it's kind of like loose, and you can't then you can't see the sand dollar. So I kept playing with it, and eventually I totally scrapped Mr. Sand Dollar, and I went with the seashell. I just put the seashell down, and then I wanted to bring in some of the blue, so I used some of the bubbles on either side of the seashell. And I'm using some washi tape to hold that brad in place because I think the hole I punched was a little too big. As I started to look at the card, I felt like there was still a little bit of white space in between all these stickers. So I took out my stamp sets, and I have this really cool Trim the Tree stamp set from Lawn Fawn that has mini ornaments. There's hearts and dots and stars. And so I'm taking some clear Versamark ink, and I'm just stamping some of these smaller icons in the white space. So I'm using my powder bag. It's like this embossing powder bag that removes some of the static. And I'm putting that in all the white spaces first, and then I'm using this clear ink pad. It's the Versamark ink, and I'm just stamping different shapes in the little white spaces. And I think I move some of the stickers around to accommodate some more stamping. Now you can easily, if you don't have Versamark or embossing powder, you can easily just stamp in different colors to fill up some of the space. But I like using different textures when I'm doing this type of project, so the embossing powder is going to add some shine and another type of texture. So here I'm just carefully placing the embossing powder on the areas where I stamped. And then the great thing about that powder bag is it does remove a lot of the static, so you don't see a lot of stickiness everywhere. And then I'm just going to go in with a paintbrush to remove any remaining powder flakes. Now I'm just going to use my heat tool, and I'm heating it on the front and the back to melt the embossing powder. I've never really used the heat tool when there's stickers there, so I didn't want to ruin or burn the stickers. And now as I'm looking at it, there's still some extra white space, so I want to fill that in too. To fill in the space, I'm using these Nuvo Crystal Drops. Now I got these in part of a Simon Says stamp card kit a little while ago, but I haven't really used them that much, so this is my chance to play with them. I have the Silver Moon Dust Glitter Drops and the Gloss Caribbean Ocean Drops. These are so fun. You just squeeze a little out, and you can make them as wide and big as you want, or you can make itty bitty dots, which is what I'm doing here. And the Caribbean Ocean is so pretty. It's perfect for my ocean themed card series too. But they're kind of like liquid pearls that Ranger makes, and they're really fun, and they come in the cutest bottle. They have like a diamond top, so it makes you think of jewelry. Anyhow, I'm going to set this card aside to dry while I cut the other pieces of the card. For the die, I'm just using the Simon Says Stamp Stitched Rectangle dies in the largest size, and I'm just going to cut the orange starfish paper from this die. You can tell I've used this die so much that it's starting to peel, but it still works perfectly. So here's the orange insert, and then I'm taking a standard A2 size top folding card and scoring it down the center, and I'm just going to glue the orange pattern paper straight to the white paper. So I set those crystal drops down to dry for about 30 minutes, and now they're totally dry. You can touch them with your fingers. So I removed my heart template, and now I'm erasing all the guide marks. I think it's so fun. Removing the template is the coolest because now you can see the heart on the white background. And my paper is larger than the orange, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple marks and then trim down this white paper to size. You can also use an X-Acto knife. I was lucky in that the size I needed didn't get in the way of the little guards on my paper cutter, but you can either cut it down to size ahead of time, which is what I probably should have done, or you can use an X-Acto knife if you don't have a paper trimmer. The last step is gluing all the layers in place, and because I wanted to make sure that everything fit, I decided to put the adhesive on the orange first and then glue the heart down. Usually I put the adhesive on the back layer first because then I know I won't go out of bounds. But in this case, because there's so much going on the front layer, I glued the orange paper first. And then I'm using foam adhesive to hold, to add some dimension to that orange part of the card. And there we have it. That's my finished card. Here are two close-ups of what the card looks like, and you can see like the different textures from the brads and the little dots and the embossing powder, and it's so fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cards in the series so far. Here are the first, second, and third cards. You can also follow me at Bubblegum Paper or visit my blog at bubblegumpaper.com for more project ideas. Thanks again, and check back tomorrow for the last card of this series. See you soon. Bye!